Hello everyone, this is Pallav sir, and today we'll start exercise 13.5, chapter 13, surface area and volume. So as you see on the screen, before we get on with the exercise sums, you need to know two formulas, that is volume of cuboid and volume of cube. So let's start with this part. Now as you see, this is a cuboid whose length, breadth and height I've already shown. So the volume of cuboid is equals to length into breadth into height. Now let's move on to cube. Now what is cube? It is also a 3D picture whose all the sides are equal. That means in this case the length would be equals to breadth and breadth will be equals to height. Fine. So the volume of cube, you can write it as length into breadth into height, and as we know that all the dimensions are equal to each other, so in other way we can write it as side cube as well. So volume of cube, you will write it as side cube. So these are the two formulas which will apply in this particular exercise. Okay, now let's move on to question number 1. Now as you see on the screen, the dimension of a matchbox is given. That is a matchbox which measures 4 centimeter into 2.5 centimeter into 1.5 centimeter. So this way they have given the dimension, and what you have to find out, what will be the volume of a packet containing 12 such boxes. Now you see, first of all you need to understand, if this way the dimension is given, then the first value you always have to consider as length, the second value you have to consider as breadth, and the third value you have to consider as height. So in this way if it is written, so you will consider in this format. Okay, that is, this is length, this is breadth, and this is height. Now this is just a picture of a matchbox. So according to this dimension, the length is given 4 centimeter, breadth is 2.5 centimeter, and height is 5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter, sorry. So what we have to find out, we have to first find out the volume of each box, volume of each box, and that would be what? Length into breadth into height. So why we are writing the volume of a cuboid this time? As because the shape of a matchbox is very equivalent to the equivalent to cuboid, and so we are applying the formula of volume of cuboid here. Now what is the value of length? That is 4 centimeter, breadth is 2.5 centimeter, and height is 1.5 centimeter. So if you multiply all these numbers, we'll get it as 15. Now what will be the unit? How many centimeters are there? 3. So we'll write centimeter cube. Now this is the volume of each matchbox. Now what is the final thing that we have to find out is the volume of 12 such boxes, isn't it? So therefore volume of 12 such boxes would be what? 15 into 12, and that would be equals to 180 centimeter cube. Okay, so the packet volume would be equals to 180 centimeter cube, which will hold 12 such matchbox. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 1, students. Now let's move on to some question number 2. Yes, now as you see on the screen, that is a cuboidal water tank. So this is a water tank, students. Okay, just a minute. So this is a water tank. Water tank. Fine. So this is a water tank, and it is a cuboidal shape, and the length and breadth is given, and even height is also given. Now what you have to find out, that how many liters of water can it hold. Now sometimes what happens, the students don't understand how many liters means what we have to find out. Liters means what? So see, I have written here, so how many liters means they are asking what is the capacity of the tank. Fine. And when you have to understand what is the capacity of the tank, that means you have to find out the volume of the tank. Okay, so they are all interrelated. So liters means what they are asking, they are asking capacity of tank, and capacity of tank is equals to what? Volume of tank. So you have to find out the volume of tank, students. So volume of tank would be what? Length into breadth into height. And why we are applying the formula of cuboid here? Because the tank is very equivalent to cuboid shape, isn't it? So now length is what? 6 meter given. What is breadth given? 5 meter. And what is height given? 4.5 meter. Now if you multiply all these numbers, so we'll get the answer as 135. Okay, and how many meters are there? 3 meters. So your required or your desired answer would be 135 meter cube. Now this is not the only answer. You have to give your answer in the liter form. But see, this time the volume of tank, what unit it is carrying? Meter cube. So we have to convert this meter cube to a liter form. For that, students, you need to know the conversions. That is, we know that 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. So this is a very important conversion, student. Okay, you need to remember this, because this unit, this conversions you have to apply many ways. So always remember that 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. So therefore 135 meter cube would be what? 135 into 1000 liters. So that would be 135,000 liters. So this tank can hold this much of water, that is 135,000 liters of water. Okay, I hope all of you have understood question number 2 as well. Now let's move on to the last sum of today's session, that is question number 3. Yes, now as you see on the screen, in question number 3, a cuboidal vessel is given where the length is mentioned as 10 meter and width is given 8 meter, and you have to find out height, and one more thing it is given, that is volume. So see, I have already drawn one cuboidal vessel. Now this length is given 10 meter, breadth is given 8 meter, and height is unknown, and volume is given 380 meter cube. So since the volume, you do not have to find out the volume this time, but we can always compare the formula with this value. Okay, because both are volume only. So volume, so what is the volume of cuboid? It is length into breadth into height, and that is equals to 380 meter cube. Okay, so we'll compare the formula with the value. Now we'll substitute the value of length here, so that is 10 meter. What is breadth? 8 meter. Height is unknown, and 380 meter cube. Now we'll multiply this 10 into 8, it will be 80 meter cube into height, this is equals to 380 meter cube. Now to get the value of height, we need to transpose this value towards this side. Now this will be centimeter square, not cube. Okay, just a minute. This will be square. Okay, now height would be what? 380 meter cube by 80 meter square. The first thing that will reduce is the unit. So see, in the numerator we have 3 meters, in the denominator we have 2 meters, so we'll reduce this. Only 1 meter will be left in the numerator. Now we will also reduce this 0, so it will look like 38 by 8 meter. So if you divide this number, that is 38 divided by 8, so this, the answer, the final answer will get it as 4.75 meter. 4.75 meter. Okay, so that's it for today's session, students. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and take care.